Good morning, everyone. We've arrived at another job site. Look at these gorgeous views. What beautiful places we'll be working today. The lake shore. What a delight. It's spring. The weather is wonderful. So today we have to cut down 9 trees. An aspen, these birches right here. So these are the trees right here. There's Leo already getting ready, carrying all our equipment. Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone.
Alright, so from here you'll get a better view. Here, these are the beautiful trees that are located on this expansive property. This particular birch tree is just a little bit under the wires, and everything is a bit wet and damp at the moment. We're about to get started. But the place here is just amazing, honestly. It's really, really awesome. So, Alexei, how do you feel working in such incredibly beautiful places?
It's fantastic.
Wonderful, right?
Yes. Magnificent. Alright, let's get started.
Come on. You have to admit, it's beautiful. You almost don't want to work here. You just want to set up a grill, maybe a chair, a little table, and just sit and enjoy the view. But that's alright. We'll enjoy from up in the trees. By the way, speaking of tree climbing gear, we have new climbing spikes. They're from the company Distal. The previous ones were Edelrid. Basically, the Edelrids broke. I mean, not just the first pair, but the second pair broke as well. So, for those who know, guys, that's the second pair of Edelrids that broke. We bought Distal ones. They're very lightweight. They're lighter than the Edelrids. And here, there was originally a leather strap. So we installed a Distal Strapper Velcro fastening with a buckle. It's more convenient and faster to take gas on and off. As for how it feels, I probably needed a couple of days to get used to it. I spent a bit of time adjusting it, fine-tuning this particular fastening in terms of how they actually feel. They're lighter than the Edelrids. But when it comes to overall comfort, specifically here at the shin, the Edelrids are definitely much nicer and more comfortable. Here, basically it's the same as well. Alright. Everything went according to plan. It just barely brushed those branches and fell perfectly. Let's keep going.
To avoid any unnecessary questions, we shorten the start.
We often get asked to cut branches off birch trees. Look, after cutting a branch off a birch in the spring, can you see it or not? Look how the sap is running. That's pretty much what typically happens after every branch is cut. It really does visibly flow. As a direct result, the wood inevitably gets wet on the outside. Then it subsequently starts to mold, rot, and so on and so forth. I'm trying not to do this, but honestly, sometimes we have to. It just pours out like a river. It flows. Just imagine all of this gets wet, leaks, and then starts to mold. And then naturally a hollow forms here. It's this kind of indescribable little feeling. But still, it's awesome. So how do you like it not being at the cemetery? Oh, it's great. It's pure freedom. Well, compared to the cemetery in Turkey, come on, Yoka. Even at the cemetery, when you look at the crosses, it's all positives. And all around, yes, by the way, we saw a lot at the cemetery. In general, we currently have an order for 74 trees there. Yes, of course, solid pluses and sweets. In such an atmosphere, it dilutes. Oh, 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 oh.
Woo-hoo.
Well, a little bit of the charm of our profession. Now I'll show you the view from above. What am I sensing? What am I feeling? The beauty all around. These are the kind of gorgeous views of the Belarusian countryside we get here. One of the small yet significant perks of our job is that there's always a wonderful chance to truly enjoy such breathtaking views after a refreshing beer in the kitchen. Here, birch sap is literally flowing like a river from all sides. A little stream, just like the previous perk. All of it, but this time with sap.